All right, let's dive in. When we're talking about cannabis concentrates, we're not just handling a product, are we? We're protecting a serious investment. This is a high-stakes game where precision is absolutely everything, and one tiny mistake, well, it can cost you thousands. So let's break down how you win.
I love this quote because it says it all. You've got to think of these products like the caviar of the cannabis world. They're valuable, they're incredibly potent, and man, are they delicate. Mishandling them is like leaving a bottle of fine wine out in the sun. You're basically destroying the very soul of what makes them so special. So, why do we call it fragile gold? It's simple, really. While these concentrates are super powerful, they're also unbelievably vulnerable. You know, from the second they're made, they're in this constant fight against degradation. And your handling process, that's the first and most important line of defense. And trust me, the costs of getting it wrong add up fast. We're not just talking about a little dip in quality. We're talking degraded terpenes, which means bye-bye aroma and flavor. We're talking altered consistency that can make a product totally unusable. All of this leads straight to failed lab tests, lost sales, and a damaged brand reputation that is so hard to get back. This brings us to the main event, the battle against the product's three biggest enemies. You can really think of them as the villains in this story: heat, light, and oxygen. And each one is silently, constantly working to undo all the quality you've worked so hard to create.
So what are we actually fighting to protect here? It's all about the terpenes. These aromatic compounds are literally the soul of the product. They give it that unique smell, that amazing flavor, but they are so fragile. And once they're gone, you're not getting them back.
Okay, enemy number one, heat. And it doesn't take much, folks. Anything over 70 degrees Fahrenheit and those delicate terpenes just start evaporating into thin air. This isn't something you can reverse. It just robs the product of its aroma and in your customer's mind, its potency. Next up, we've got light. We're talking UV rays and even the direct light from a window or a bright display case. It actively breaks down all those sensitive compounds. So yeah, that's why storing everything in opaque or UV blocking containers isn't just a suggestion, it's completely non-negotiable. And our final enemy is oxygen. This one is sneaky. Every single time a container is opened, air rushes in and oxidation begins. This process silently hardens the texture. It can turn a beautiful golden product into a dull brown, and it just totally flattens out that amazing aroma. So, how do we fight back? Our whole defensive strategy is built on 4 key moves. 1. Use UV blocking containers. Amber glass, opaque packaging, it's a must. 2. Keep those temperatures cool. 3. Limit air exposure. That means work fast and seal it up tight. And 4. Control the humidity. This isn't just a checklist, guys. This is your core mission.
You know, it all comes down to this. The first thing a customer does is smell the product. If that aroma is off, you've already lost. You have to protect the terpenes as if they are the product. Because from the customer's point of view, they absolutely are.
Okay, so defeating those environmental enemies, that's only half the battle. Protecting the product also comes down to mastering your tools. Because honestly, using the wrong one can be just as bad as leaving a jar out in the sun all day. Just look at this. On the left, we've got our heroes: stainless steel, silicone, borosilicate glass, all non-reactive, all easy to clean. And on the right, the villains: plastic and wood, which can shed little particles or, worse, absorb those precious terpenes. But the biggest villain of them all? Your own hands. And let me be crystal clear on this. You never, ever touch the product directly, not even with gloves. Why? Well, the oils and powders on gloves can contaminate it. Your own body heat will literally start degrading this fragile terps on contact. You can introduce microbes, and frankly, it's a giant red flag for inspectors that can get your entire batch quarantined. Just don't do it. It really just boils down to this simple, powerful mantra. Just burn this into your brain. Clean, cold, and careful. Let that guide every single thing you do. It's a simple phrase, but it ensures you win every single time. All right, let's shift gears and talk about a particularly tricky area where the stakes are even higher: vape cartridges. These are often your high-margin products, but boy, do they come with higher risk. One small mistake in handling here can lead to leaks, clogs, and a whole wave of unhappy customers. First things first, you've got to know your hardware. Is it a standard 510 thread, a proprietary pod system, maybe an all-in-one disposable, or a delicate ceramic core for those beautiful solventless oils? Each one has slightly different needs, and just being able to identify it is the first step to handling it right.
Now, with all these different types, you'd think there are a ton of complicated rules, but there is one single rule that is more critical than any other when it comes to storage. Any guesses? This is it. Always, always, always store filled cartridges upright with the mouthpiece pointing to the sky. This one simple thing prevents the vast majority of problems. It stops leaks, it keeps the coil from flooding, and it stops air pockets from forming where they shouldn't be. It's so simple, but so crucial. And just like with our other concentrates, humidity is a silent killer for carts too. You have to keep the relative humidity under 60%. If it gets any higher, you risk the seals on the packaging itself starting to weaken, which can lead to contamination before it even hits the shelf.
You have to remember, every single cartridge is like a tiny glass billboard for your brand's reputation. A leaker isn't just a lost sale, it's a bad review waiting to happen, and maybe a customer you'll never see again. Protect them like your reputation depends on it, because it does.
So, we've covered the environmental enemies, and we've talked about using the right tools for the job. But none of that matters if your workspace isn't set up for success. We need to start thinking of the entire facility as a system of defense, a fortress built from the ground up to protect quality.
And that fortress? It's built on 4 key pillars. Number 1, dedicated non-porous workstations with strict clean room rules. 2, physically separating your different workflows to stop any chance of cross-contamination. 3, using specialized tools like anti-static mats for those super fragile products. And 4, posting clear, batch-specific instructions to eliminate any guesswork and cut down on errors.
At the end of the day, you simply cannot make a premium product in a sloppy environment. Your workspace is a direct reflection of your brand's standards. It has to be tight, cold, clean, and completely dialed in. There is zero room for compromise here.
And that leaves us with one final question to think about. After everything we've covered today, take a really hard look at your own process. Have you built a fortress that's designed to defend your product's quality at every single step? Or are you accidentally leaving the gate wide open for heat, light, and oxygen to just walk right in and wreck your profit and your reputation? The choice, my friends, is yours.